Dogs can smell your emotions. Dogs have over 300 million scent receptors compared to humans' 5 million. They can literally smell fear, stress, or happiness through the chemicals your body releases. 2. They can hear 4x farther than humans. Dogs hear at ultrasonic frequencies up to 65,000 hertz, way beyond what we can hear. That's why fireworks and sirens can freak them out. 3. They're as smart as a 2-year-old child. The average dog can learn around 165 words, count up to 5, and even understand basic math errors, especially border collies, poodles, and German shepherds. 4. Dogs can dream, just like us. During REM sleep, dogs twitch, bark, and even move their legs. Puppies and older dogs dream more than adult dogs. They likely dream about their day, walks, play, you. 5. Dogs align with Earth's magnetic field. When doing their business, dogs often align themselves along a north-south axis. Scientists still aren't sure why, but it's been observed in multiple studies. Wang, your dog has a unique nose print. Just like human fingerprints, no two dog nose prints are the same. Some dog organizations even use nose prints for ID instead of microchips. 7. Looking into your dog's eyes releases oxytocin. When you and your dog stare into each other's eyes, you both get a love hormone boost, the same hormone released between mothers and babies. That bond is real. When cats can't taste sweet things. Unlike dogs and us, cats are genetically unable to taste sweetness. A cat's brain is 90% like a human's. Your cat's brain is more similar to yours than a dog's, in structure, function, and even emotional processing. That little furball might be more human than you think. 3. They walk like big cats. House cats walk just like lions, tigers, and cheetahs, moving both right legs, then both left legs. Only camels and giraffes share this unique gait. 4. Cats spend 70% of their life sleeping. That's about 13-16 hours a day. It's not laziness, it's in their DNA. Wild cats conserve energy for hunting, and your couch cat is just following instincts. 5. They headbutt you to show love. When a cat bumps you with its head, it's marking you with scent glands and saying, "You're mine." It's a sign of deep trust and affection. 6. Cats have a third eyelid called a nictitating membrane. It's a small whitish flap that protects their eye and keeps it moist. If it's always visible, it could mean your cat isn't feeling well. 7. Their purr has healing powers. Cat purrs vibrate between 25 to 150 hertz, the same frequency range known to promote bone and tissue healing in humans. So yes, their purr could literally help you heal. Hamsters can store food in their cheeks for hours. Their cheeks aren't just cute, they're like built-in grocery bags. A hamster can carry nearly its full body weight in food inside its cheek pouches. 2. Their teeth never stop growing. Hamster teeth grow continuously, so they must chew on things like wood or chew toys to keep them trimmed. Otherwise, the teeth can grow dangerously long. 3. They're nocturnal. Party animals at night. Hamsters sleep during the day and come alive at night. If your hamster is running on its wheel at 2 a.m., it's just living its best life. 4. They can squeeze through tiny spaces. Hamsters can fit through holes as small as a quarter thanks to their flexible bones. If their head fits, the whole body usually can, so watch those cage gaps. 5. They remember their favorite humans. Despite their small brains, hamsters can remember familiar scents and voices. With enough interaction, many will recognize and respond to their owners. 6. Hamsters groom. Constantly like cats, hamsters love to stay clean. If your hamster is always licking or rubbing its fur, it's not stressed, it's just freshening up. 7. Their lifespan is short but packed. Most hamsters live only 2 to 3 years, but they pack a ton of energy, activity, and curiosity into that time. Every day counts in a hamster's world. Did you know that koalas are basically nature's professional nappers? These adorable marsupials spend an incredible 20 hours a day sleeping. That's right. While we're all hustling through our daily lives, koalas are living their best life, snoozing away in eucalyptus trees. But before you judge them for being lazy, there's actually a fascinating reason behind all this sleeping. Their diet consists solely of eucalyptus leaves, which is like trying to survive on nothing but celery. It's super low in energy. So these smart little creatures have adapted by conserving energy through sleep. Talk about work smarter, not harder. Speaking of eucalyptus, here's something mind-blowing. These leaves are actually toxic to most animals. But koalas, they've got it figured out with their specialized liver that acts like a built-in detox system. Nature's little chemical engineers. Now let me tell you something absolutely incredible about baby koalas. When they're born, they're literally the size of a jelly bean. Can you imagine that? These tiny, blind, hairless babies somehow manage to crawl into their mother's pouch, where they spend the next 6 months growing and developing. And just when you think koalas can't get any more interesting, wait till you hear this. Male koalas sound nothing like what you'd expect. Instead of cute, cuddly sounds, they produce deep, growling bellows that can be heard hundreds of meters away during mating season. It's more grizzly bear than teddy bear? Here's a wild fact that might blow your mind. Koalas have fingerprints that are practically identical to human fingerprints. They're so similar that they've actually confused crime scene investigators. I'm not making this up. Under a microscope, you can barely tell the difference. Now brace yourself for this next one. Baby koalas eat their mom's poop. But before you get grossed out, it's a special type called pap that contains crucial gut bacteria they need to digest eucalyptus leaves later in life. It's like a really weird probiotic supplement. Finally, let's talk about their brains. Koalas have one of the smoothest brains among mammals and a tiny brain-to-body ratio. This explains their, let's say, not-so-quick thinking and sometimes questionable life choices. But hey, when you spend most of your life sleeping in trees and munching on toxic leaves, maybe you don't need to be a rocket scientist. Did you know that when a lion roars, it's not just making noise, it's asserting its power across miles of territory? That mighty roar can travel up to 5 miles away, making it one of nature's most impressive calls. But that's just the beginning of what makes these magnificent creatures so fascinating. Let's talk about the real powerhouses of the pride, the lionesses. While male lions often get all the glory with their majestic manes, it's actually the females who do most of the heavy lifting. They're the primary hunters, working together in coordinated groups to bring down prey and feed the pride. Talk about girl power. Speaking of taking it easy, lions have mastered the art of relaxation. These big cats spend up to 20 hours a day sleeping. But don't let that fool you. They're conserving energy for when it really counts, usually hunting during the cooler night hours or early morning. Now let's discuss those famous manes. A male lion's mane isn't just for show. It's actually a billboard advertising his testosterone levels. The darker and fuller the mane, the more attractive he is to potential mates. It's like nature's version of a dating profile. Here's something that might blow your mind. Lions and tigers can actually have babies together. These hybrids, called ligers or tigons, only happen in captivity and can grow even larger than both parent species. Nature is full of surprises, isn't it? And if you thought lions were purely African, think again. These magnificent beasts once roamed across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Those ancient Greek and Roman artworks depicting lions, they weren't just using their imagination. They were drawing what they saw in their own backyard. Finally, despite their family connection to our house cats, lions can't purr like their domestic cousins. Instead, they communicate through grunts, growls, moans, and of course, that earth-shaking roar. They're built for dominance, not cuddles, though I'm sure some of us would still like to try. Ever wondered how to tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? It's a question that puzzles many people, and today we're going to unravel these fascinating reptilian relatives. Let's start with the most obvious difference: their faces. Alligators sport a U-shaped snout that's wide and rounded, kind of like a shovel. Crocodiles, on the other hand, have a V-shaped snout that's longer and pointier. This isn't just for looks. These different shapes serve specific purposes. The alligator's U-shaped snout gives it more crushing power, perfect for cracking turtle shells, while the crocodile's narrower snout offers better precision when catching prey. Here's something cool. When an alligator closes its mouth, its teeth are hidden away. But a crocodile, it's always flashing a toothy grin. You'll especially notice that fourth tooth on the bottom jaw sticking out. Even when its mouth is closed, their homes are different too. Alligators are homebodies who prefer freshwater environments like rivers, lakes, and swamps. You'll mainly find them in the United States, particularly in Florida and Louisiana, and surprisingly in China. Crocodiles are more adaptable. They're comfortable in both saltwater and freshwater, spreading across Africa, Australia, Southeast Asia, and parts of the Americas. Even their appearances tell them apart. Alligators typically rock a darker grayish-black color, while crocodiles tend to be lighter, sporting olive green or tan shades. And when it comes to size, crocodiles are the bigger cousins. They can grow over 20 feet long, especially saltwater crocodiles, making them the largest reptiles on Earth. Alligators are more modest, usually maxing out at 13 to 15 feet. Here's something you might want to remember if you ever encounter either. Alligators are generally the shy ones, less likely to cause trouble with humans. Crocodiles? They're the more aggressive cousins, more territorial and more likely to attack without provocation. Here's a quick way to remember. Think alligator, Jaska America, U-shaped snout, and crocodile, Tasca coastal, V-shaped snout, visible teeth. Now you'll never mix them up again. Did you know that alligators are way more fascinating than they get credit for? Let me blow your mind with some incredible facts about these prehistoric survivors that'll make you see them in a whole new light. First up, and this is wild, alligators can actually survive being frozen. Yeah, you heard that right. They've got this genius survival trick called icing. When waters start to freeze, they stick their snouts above the surface, letting the rest of their body get frozen in. Talk about keeping your cool under pressure. Now hold on to your seats because this next fact is jaw-dropping. Literally, an alligator's bite force is stronger than a T-Rex's. We're talking about more than 2,000 pounds of crushing power. Imagine a small car pressing down on your arm. But here's the funny part. Their jaw-opening muscles are so weak that you could actually keep their mouth shut with just some duct tape. Not that I'd recommend trying that. Speaking of impressive stats, these living dinosaurs are basically immortal. While wild gators typically live between 30 to 50 years in captivity, they can live well into their 80s. There's this legendary gator named Muja in Serbia who's over 85 years old. That's older than most human grandparents. Here's something straight out of a horror movie. Alligators' eyes literally glow red in the dark. If you shine a flashlight at them at night, you'll see these eerie red orbs glowing back at you. It's thanks to something called the tapetum lucidum, which helps them see better at night. Nature's night vision goggles, if you will. And get this, they're actually environmental engineers. Alligators dig these things called gator holes, basically personal pools that hold water during dry seasons. But they're not selfish about it. These holes become literal lifesavers for other animals during droughts. Fish, turtles, birds, they all depend on these gator-made oases to survive. Lastly, despite their fierce reputation, alligators are surprisingly good parents. Mama gators are super protective of their nests and even help their babies hatch by gently cracking open the eggs. Who knew these ancient predators had such a tender side? Next time you see an alligator, remember, you're looking at one of nature's most incredible survivors. A creature that can survive freezing, outlive most humans, and even helps other species survive. Pretty amazing, right? Hey there, ready to have your mind blown with some absolutely wild facts about crocodiles? These prehistoric predators are way more fascinating than you might think. First up, these incredible creatures can hold their breath underwater for an insanely long time. We're talking up to 2 hours. They do this by slowing their heart rate down to just 2 or 3 beats per minute. That's like putting their body in super energy-saving mode. And get this, crocodiles are basically living tooth factories. They have around 60 teeth at any time, but here's the crazy part. They can go through 4,000 to 6,000 teeth in their lifetime. When one falls out, another one just grows right back in. Talk about a dentist's nightmare. Now, if you think crocodiles are just mindless predators, think again. These guys are actually pretty clever. They've been observed using tools. Yes, tools. They'll balance sticks on their snouts to trick birds during nesting season. That's some serious hunting strategy right there. Speaking of impressive, let's talk about saltwater crocodiles. These absolute units are the largest reptiles on Earth, growing up to 23 feet long and weighing over 2,000 pounds. That's heavier than a small car. Here's something that'll blow your mind. These living tanks have been around since the dinosaurs. We're talking over 200 million years. They've survived mass extinctions and barely changed their design. Why fix what isn't broken, right? And they're not just tough, they're chatty too. Crocodiles can make over 20 different sounds to communicate. From hissing to grunting, chirping, and even underwater rumbling, mother crocs are especially vocal with their babies. Last but not least, here's a cool fact. The temperature of their nest determines whether the babies will be male or female. Below 88 degrees Fahrenheit, you get females. Above that, males. Nature is just incredible, isn't it? These prehistoric powerhouses are truly remarkable creatures, showing us that sometimes the most amazing things have been right here on Earth all along.